We'll start with some opening comments from Coach, and then we can take questions.
Well, proud of the effort that the kids put in all week and coaches to get us this win, and had a lot of respect for Akron coming into the game, and still have a lot of respect for their team and the coaching staff. But I thought kids, did some good things, and were able to, run the ball early, and I thought did a better job on third down, certainly, or defensively. Thought, again, made a lot of big plays. I looked up one time, and the time of possession was it was really tilted, and that was bad. I thought a big play in the game was DT. They had the one run, and that was a good back, and came in and broke some tackles. Guys just kept playing, and DT punched it out, and Soj picked it up. And I thought another big sequence was when we went for it on fourth and didn't get it, and defensively we were able to get a safety out of it. And so I thought guys played off of each other, and there were some good things today.
Paul, you mentioned it during the week that you didn't anticipate there would be a letdown, but I'm still curious, a day like today, like Clemson struggles, Georgia struggles at home against a lesser team, Oklahoma State loses at home. Are you encouraged to see the fact that your guys were able to execute enough where you didn't have to sweat anything out, at least for the most part of the second half, in particular fourth quarter?
No, you always are, and yet, we got to just keep talking to this team. These are limited opportunities you get, and I think you got to learn to appreciate each opportunity. And I thought, for the most part, the kids did that today. And I understand what you're saying. All we got to focus on is ourselves and maximize each opportunity. We get 6 of these to play in Camp Randall. One's over. And so, but I did think during the week the kids did a good job, and because it's easier said than done to ignore kind of that outside noise, and we had enough other natural things with the change in schedule and school starting, so they're going to be busy in different ways. So I'm very appreciative of the way the kids handled themselves during the week in preparation, and then come out today and play.
Paul, do you feel like you have 2 consistent receiver threats with Rob and Jazz, and how much do those guys now open up the offense?
Time will tell, right? I mean, I thought both played well, and Rob's couple of those just off the little run pass option. I thought Jazz did a nice job of blocking on it, and came up with some big plays, both of them, and we need that. We're still, I think, finding our identity on offense, and certainly it was big with Rob and Jazz came through. I thought Bart made some nice throws today, and I thought even when Alex came in, made some good throws. So we got to just keep working to get better.
Coach, late in the third quarter there, Brett Connors went in at center and Dieter moved over to left guard. What was the reason there, moving Dieter over rather than bringing someone like Kapoy at left guard?
I think just where kind of where guys have been coming. Brett's taking a lot of snaps at center, and Michael's been able to do both, and we want to give John Dietzen a little bit of a break, and so that was the reason for that.
Tom?
Paul, Corey carried the ball 21 times in the first half, got you 100 plus. Is that what you need from him?
I think we do. We think that we've got, we're starting to grow and got some back, but he's got to be. I think he's got to be a guy that you can put it on his shoulders, and it was good today to get some work also though for Taiwan, and Bradrick did a nice job at the end, ran hard, and but certainly Corey's got to be that guy that we can get him in the 20s at least on the carries.
Could he have played in the second half? Is that anything? His ankle, is there anything there?
Yeah, I don't know for certain on that. I thought we're able to, with the score and all that, we're able to be a little bit overprotective maybe, but I don't know for sure.
Jason?
Coach, can you just assess your defense today, not allowing a touchdown?
I mean, you're always proud of that, and we knew we were going to be challenged a little bit differently. I thought thought we did a good job, on a lot of the balls. We certainly had some of the penalties. It seemed like every deep ball was going to be one of those. We had one go in our favor. But I thought we did a good job. We had a lot of respect for the run game coming in, you know, not just the running back, the quarterback, and I thought we did a decent job other than the big run that the kid had that we ended up getting the strip, punched the ball out on the fumble. So a lot of good things from him, and yet I think we still can get better.
Paul, you were able to get T.J. Edwards in today. When did you know he'd be able to play? And was part of it wanting to get him just some live work before Big Ten play so he'd be up to speed by then?
Yeah, I mean, T.J. had been progressing and was able to go through a full week of practice. And I don't know if it's to get him that work before. You just want him to progress. I think the way it's playing out, you know, we'll see. Talked to him real quick afterwards, and seemed like it. You know, nothing, no setbacks certainly that I gathered from him, and so it's been. He's a really good football player, and yeah, it takes time, I think, for him to get back into. You know, he did a lot of work to get himself ready, but it's, you know, riding the bike and being on the treadmill and all that's different than playing, you know, football. So I think he's still going. I thought. You know, Ryan Conley had a couple. I noticed him a couple big plays. Again, that was good to see. And we just got to keep. I think this team, we're doing some stuff that's been good, but we just got to keep growing.
Lance?
Coach, you touched on Houston a little bit. It looked like he missed a couple of throws early, but then settled in. Is that kind of what you saw him kind of calm in to the game plan?
Yeah, he did. You know, and I appreciate the way he's competing and took to heart some of the areas that he knew that he could get better at and grow from. And so I've liked that, you know, and there are, I mean, and there always will be stuff where you can make sure you're trying to be perfect, and you know, it's hard to reach that. Probably never will, but I think anything less than striving for that, you're shortchanging yourself. So I appreciate what he's done and how he's going about it. And he made some big throws too, and yeah, there was a couple he wants back.
Jason?
Paul, you guys were one of the better teams in the country at covering kicks last year. What can your guys kind of learn from what happened on the punt return touchdown today?
I mean, you're always learning, and we gotta takes everyone, and you know, those are big swings of momentum, and so there's going to be areas, you know, in every phase. You know, special teams we're talking, but we can be better, and we got to get better.
Paul, you probably never know what you're going to get from a freshman quarterback in his debut. Could Alex have done much better than what he showed today?
I thought it was, you know, it was pretty good, and I thought, you know, Quintez made a heck of a catch on the one. It was on our sideline, and thought he did a nice job of staying in, and the big, it was a third down conversion. He hit AJ on the corner route. That was a pretty good job of him seeing it, and I thought he did some good stuff. It was good to get him some, you know, meaningful reps.
I'm not sure how you classify Sagapolu as a fullback, tight end, or jumbo, but where did that come from, and is that something you want to use in the future?
Yeah, it was, you know, there's a guy that has done a lot for us, and I think it was Rudy's way of telling him we appreciate him on field goal PAT, and it was good.
Coach, how encouraging was it to see a better conversion rate on third down offensively today than last week?
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't be much worse than we were last week, and it was good. And, you know, we had more manageable ones, but I thought that, you know, third down, you know, if you're going to win games, you got to be good on third down. And I thought defensively, 1 point, was it 1 of 10 or something? That was good. And when you get in the red zone, you gotta score, and you got to keep them out. I thought it was good at the end of the half, you know, guys keep them out of the end zone. So we just got to keep working.
Anything else for Coach? We'll take one more in the back.
Thank you. Coach, a little bit off the beaten track, but I know you were involved with Blake Mielke and his brother Brock and that great outreach that you had. Could you just kind of put into perspective what that meant? It was really cool to see what you and your staff and the kids did for those youngsters.
No, it was that was one of our better days, and anytime that you're doing something, I think we really were the ones that received the most out of it, and it was fun for me just to sit back and see our kids interacting with the campers, and there's a lot of lessons that that we took away, and hopefully provided for some youngsters and their families, a neat evening. I think that was done, and that was fun. That was pretty. It was a good day. It was the first week we came back in the summer, and it was a great way to start the summer.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thanks.
We'll have the players in here.